All right, test. This is testing. 1 2 1 2. All right, this seems to be working this time. So, all right, what I'm talking about today. It's a while back. I did a demonstration on Node.js and running the Etrade API. And basically, an API is a way that you can actually put, if you are a corporation or maybe just like an OTC company that's getting started out and you want to put your stock price on your website, there's tools that you can connect to a corporate E-Trade account and you can show this stuff on your website. So I'd already went through the deal with I copied a directory that I'd already worked through the installation and stuff and set it up. And there's some things that'll come up. And somebody reached out to me and they wanted to know how I knew what imports I needed for Node.js. All right, so once you download the client and you install your API key, just follow the directions. It tells you how to add the API key. Do not include the period at the end of your API key. I don't know why they put that period in there. I guess they just wanted for punctuation for the document, but I would have kept that in a separate line, and I would have just left it exactly as what it should have been. But the period will give you an error. So to start out with, all right. So I've just downloaded it, a clean slate, and you go into I just unzipped it in the root of my C drive. So the directory name is Etrade Node Client. You go into the bin directory through the command line that you can find from the start menu. You can type CMD and find it. So, and this is after you've installed the Node.js on your box. And I'll go through in my previous video if you want to watch that. So here's the command, node etrade node client. You're running the script to connect. There you go, that's better. Oh, wait a minute, I need to show you what I'm doing too. There we go, that's a little better. You should be able to read that. So, okay. So, C / etrade node client, then node etrade node client. So I hit that in here and it says, oh, wait a minute, I have an error. I cannot find the module minimus. So what you got to do is you got to paste, or yeah, you can paste from my previous video the commands for the install. This is how I knew what to import. So you can run npm install, npm space install minimalist, and that's going to install minimalist. So it's running through, doing some stuff. It's downloading what it needs. And bam, you're there. Now it's complaining about npm. I had this error before, and I'm not going to update npm. So I might later. It's not going to hurt anything. The npm is the installer for the stuff. So if I run node etrade node client again, and this time it ran. So I want to pick one, sandbox consumer key, which is the dev site, the testing configuration. And then it wants me to log in. Normal, it's going to ask you, it's going to pop up a screen to go to the website. It's what it's going to do. Log in. So I'm going to log in. And there's a little message that comes up. I'll show you that message too. Pretty much it releases them. it tells you you can do a lot of stuff with this. You can actually make investments. You can lose money through this. Is basically what they tell you. There's like a API user agreement, and it's pretty much we're not responsible if you do something and you lose money in your account. It's on you. It's just some legal stuff to just keeps them from getting sued, pretty much. And you should know, if you're going to buy and sell and stuff through this API, you can lose. You can lose. It's just a fact of the stock market. So I'm going to accept that. I moved it off screen, I know. It gives me a two-factor code, and I'm going to paste that two-factor code here. Did it take it? No, it didn't like it. It didn't like it. Oh, man. What happened? One. Accept. And then I've got a code. Maybe I need to right click and say copy. And that time it pasted. I thought it was hiding the characters. So right there, it gave me two-factor code. I'm in. And then I can see, go into the account list. And then that works. So it's possible now. It's funny. They may have installed, because I did a fresh. This is August 1st, 2022. They may have installed these other packages. It's in my notes from my previous video, but I've got the information there. If you need to import some other packages, you're going to see some similar errors as to the one that I got for the minimalist. Let's go through some of these other functions and see what happens. I'll look at balance. Is there anything? There's no money in there. Let's look at my portfolio. What does it say I have here? And this is not my real portfolio. This is just a test account that they set up for you that's tied to your account. So they give you some test data. It's not real stock data. So let's go back. So, and that's pretty much it. So what you can do now, Node.js, you can run Node.js. You can run Node on a website. So you could call this API through the Node.js website, or through your website through Node.js, and you can make calls to Etrade behind the scenes. Like I said, you've got a little company, small company that you're on OTC. You have your stock ticker. You can display your stock information. A lot of sites do this. A lot of corporates do this. You give Etrade a call, and this is not a paid advertisement. This is not a this is not a paid advertisement from Etrade. I've just talked about this. I'm an IT person, and I like to play around with code from time to time, different stuff, just to keep my mind active. So this was a quick and dirty. That's how I knew what installer commands to run. Actually, I can just show you my commands that I had on my. Where did my video go? Let's run this over here on this screen and maximize it. This is from the previous video. Right there's a link for the download for Node.js. There's the Etrade Node.js API page. It tells right there's your command from running the application from within the web folder. As you saw on my command line, you got to run this command line if you want to run the sample application that comes with the API. So it asked me to install the first one, the minimalist. There was like 7 things I had to install my first run, and maybe install these other things into Node.js. But you're going to have a similar message as I received for this minimalist. You're going to have similar messages for each of these, and you're going to have to install those, or you could. You have the potential to do that. And I wanted to do this video is just so how I knew that what packages. It will tell you, the message will come up and it will tell you what package to install. So just go back, look at when I just run this, when the error come up, what it looks like, because all the errors for all of these are going to be really close to the same thing. It's just going to have a different package name that is missing. So anyway, I wanted to throw this out here. I promised I would do that after when I created the first one, and it's been a while, and I thought I better go ahead and get that done before I forget and not do it. And those keys are good for 2 years, I found out. So you can play around with this for about 2 years, and you have to tell them you want to go to production before they activate your public key for your live account. So they did not automatically turn that on because they're trying to protect you from stealing. I mean, from losing money through your if you write bad code and a trade goes south, or it goes at the wrong time, or you go and trade at the wrong time, and you've not tested your stuff out, then they're just trying to protect you. So you have to turn it on to make for the whole API to work with your live account. So to start out, they're just going to give you the developers, the sandbox to play around in. But anyway, this is how I knew what to install. These, you've got potential of these 6 packages that you're going to have to install. I'm pretty sure you probably will. These other packages, Winston, OAuth, Promise, Debug, and Request, probably get installed into the Node.js. If I uninstalled the Node.js, my suspicion is I will get all 6 of these messages asking me to install these packages. But anyway, this is just an update. Just if you're stuck, hopefully that'll help you out. But this is straightforward. I have all the commands here for you to do what you need to do. 7-zip is what I like to use. It's free zip program. It handles jar files, WAR files, any kind of compressed files. 7-zip is the way to go. I haven't bought WinZip in a long time, and I hate it for them, but they've been around for so long, and it's kind of expensive, and just for a simple tool. And now in Windows, you can right click on a zip file, and Windows will extract the zip file for you just within the operating system. So it's a wonder WinZip's still hanging on. But WinZip was the original zip software, but this handles all kinds of stuff for Linux or whatever that you've got. Java's jar files, WAR files, any kind of compressed files. The 7-zip handles it all. Anyway, just wanted to make a quick video, update you guys, just in case somebody got stuck out there. And somebody did reach out, ask me about how I did know what packages, and this is how I know. So anyway, hope you're having a good week. Hope you have a good night. Keep everything important that's important. Keep your lights on, roof over your head, food on the table, and clothes on those children. Like I always say, you don't let those children run around when they have any clothes on. They might get cold. Probably not during the middle of summer, because it's been a hot summer so far here in East Tennessee. Anyway, thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh, my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.